Alright, fellas, so today we're going to discuss why women play games with attractive and handsome men. Now, this video is important for one reason and one reason only. So that as you progress and as you get better and become the best version of yourself, you don't miss out on women, because this is what happens to a lot of guys. Whether you're ugly or attractive, a lot of men don't get results with women because you don't understand human nature and you only work on the exterior. What we're not going to do today, fellas, is we're not going to complain and we're not going to cope as to why you're not getting women. Because in reality, women actually make it easy for attractive men. Now, once you get in the door, yes, they play games. Yes, they shit test you. Yes, they lack cooperation at times. But when you learn the game, being attractive and being handsome will not be your problem. It'll actually be your unfair advantage in today's dating marketplace. Now, first reason women play games, and I'm going to start off with this one because this is the most common one, is that she assumes, sometimes she's right, but she assumes you're a player. Or she assumes you get whatever you want with women. And it gets to the point where even men would assume that you're a player and you get whatever you want with women. Gee, everywhere I go, I have random men come up to me and they give me either two responses. Either they asking me what I do in the gym or what I eat or how much I bench or something fitness related, or they assuming that I get a lot of hoes. Damn, bro, you must get all the hoes, huh? No, G, not exactly, to be honest with you. All right, fellas, and this is the same thing that women think. Now, why do they play games? All right, fellas, something you didn't know is that she wants to stand out. If a woman assumes that you're a player, G, that means you get a lot of women. That means she's one of many. A dime a dozen. All right, G? So in her head, she feels like in order for her to gain your attention and you not treat her like all the other imaginary women you got, all right, she feels like she got to play games. And at times, the most common games a woman will play is the push and pull. Now, because she's attracted to you, she will push, meaning she will show you attraction. She will flirt by nature. She can't help it. Why, G? Because the body game on point. Your looks max and everything look good. But there will be times she will wake up in the morning and be like, damn, I like him too much. I don't want to be a part of a group. I need to stand out. So I ain't going to text him today. And when he texts me, I'm going to ignore him. All right, G? And it gets to the point where even their friends give them this dumbass advice to do this because they think if they stand out, that it's going to draw you to them. And you're going to be like, that's the one. That's the one who ignores me and doesn't treat me right. So I'm going to pick her over all my other bitches. It's weird how they think, all right, fellas? It's real shit. I think it's a psychological thing they go through when they come up with these dumbass assumptions. But anyway, she wants to stand out. She wants to stand out. Now, I'm going to keep it real with you, G. And this is some wisdom, and this is just from my experience and my opinion. If you got a woman who is playing this many games, like pushing and pulling and pushing and pulling and pushing and pulling, and you got all these other options, I don't recommend you tolerate that. That's one of the benefits of being a handsome guy, is you got options if you are a player. All right, if you really are a player, you got to push and pull because her ass want to stand out, let her fucking stand outside. All right, G? So, next thing is, and I've dealt with this and some of you guys probably have too, is a woman will patronize you. Sometimes, mostly you'll get this from older women, and she'll do this verbally. All right, I went on a date with this chick, bro, and she was mad attracted to me, G. And you can tell because when I got out my truck and I jumped out, she damn near fell out her damn car, staring at me, drooling and shit, right? So when she walked up to my truck, she gave me a hug, right? And the first thing she said was, oh, I see your little truck, your little cute little truck, huh? And I'm like, damn, why I gotta be a little cute little truck? It's big as shit. This is a 2500 diesel. What the fuck you talking about? But they'll do that shit to try to dumb you down to a few things, fellas. They want to drop your ego because they know you proud, they know you confident, and they don't want you feeling yourself too damn much. All right, now, you're going to get this usually from more experienced women, older women, less innocent women, because they done dealt with enough men. They want to be the leader in most cases, so they'll try to dumb you down a little bit. Sometimes they do this to shit test you, because they'll see you, they like, oh, he feeling himself. Let me try to break him, see if he really confident. All right, so don't take offense to it. All right, don't react to the patronizing stuff. Sometimes it's just shit test. It sounds like patronizing, but it's just poking and banter in most cases. But I said patronizing because that's how it comes across. So don't get offended by it. And the last one is she'll just avoid you. All right, fellas, you will see this a lot at the gym or at public places. A woman will be staring at you. G, I'm talking to y'all know that stare where like they arms hanging and they damn near in a trance like a zombie. They just looking at you, G, drool coming from their mouth. And then you catch her looking and she stand up and turn her other way and then walk out the fucking building. She ain't even done with her workout, G. She just picked her bag up and panicked and walked outside the building because you looked at her. This happens. Not literally, but you get what I'm saying. And the reason why they do this is some women just don't know how to act, fellas. It's just a bunch of shit go through their head and they just panic. Some of you guys do this with attractive women. All right. So first thing, she thinks you're a player. She thinks you get what you want. She thinks you just this man whore and a few things she gonna do. Now, next reason women play games with attractive men is she doesn't want to be judged. All right, there's an assumption, a wild assumption that women make about handsome and attractive men, especially when you got your style and your image on point. They think or assume you got your life together. You get a lot of women, you call a shot, you got your life together, you got your life in order. Now, if she doesn't, or she has a sense of insecurity, which a lot of women do, especially today, she will feel like you're going to judge her, meaning you're going to hold her up to a standard that she possibly can't reach. All right. A lot of you guys do this in your communication and you make this mistake. You talk to women in this corporate form when you really should just be flirting and having fun. And she's like, oh, this guy's serious. He's going to be telling me what to do. He's going to try to make me respect him. I got to be on my P's and Q's in order to discipline all the time. Nah, I'd rather just go deal with a fun dude who ain't that attractive. This happens because you guys walk up all tight. You in your frame, G, but you look like the fucking Terminator. All right. And a lot of this happens because of your resting bitch face, which I have a lot because I'll meet even people, men and women. They'll get to know me and they'll be like, to be honest, I thought you were an asshole when I met you. I'm like, why you thought that? And they like, because you look good. You got your shit together, but you just look uptight. All right, fellas, you got to understand your appearance tells a story. So if you look good, G, you need to be inviting and welcoming to people because most people gonna think you stuck up. Most ugly women think pretty women are stuck up. Most ugly men think handsome men are stuck up. Most ugly men think pretty women are stuck up, and most ugly women think handsome men are stuck up. It's how it works. It's the nature of the beast. All right, fellas, it's easier to approach a 7 than it is a 9. Why? Because you have this subconscious feeling that this 9 gonna reject you because she uptight and she get men all fucking day. You less likely to have fear to approach a 7 because it's more likely she's gonna have more of a personable personality. All right, fellas, this is how the game works. It's what you think and you don't even know you think it. All right, so women don't want to be judged for that matter. So what would they do? They will ignore you. They will avoid you. They will act like they don't see you. When they look at you and then you look at them, they'll put their head down and keep fucking walking. When you talk to them, they'll act like you don't look as good as you actually do. And you sitting there like, bitch, do you see me? Like, why you not fondling over me and acting crazy right now? But they're holding it in deep inside some of the times. Not all the times, because just because you look good, that don't mean every chick gonna like you. Like, you're not everybody's cup of tea. All right. So sometimes, G, this is a thing. Sometimes it ain't games. Sometimes these women really ain't feeling you. All right. She don't like dark skinned dudes. She like Mexican dudes or vice versa or whatever her style is. But you ain't it sometimes. All right. Let me tell you why women lie about the fact they lie about everything. But why women lie about the fact that they want men with dad bods and they rather an ugly dude and all this bullshit that they say. Now, remember, don't believe what women say. But the reason why they say this and why you shouldn't believe it is because sometimes women avoid handsome men and rather be with an ugly dude or a fat dude or a dude with a dad bod is because they want the spotlight. All right. Feminism has done this a lot. I remember, G, I ain't gonna lie, and I was alive during this time. It used to be A woman wanted her man to be a beast. She wanted him to be jacked and attractive so she can show him off to people. All right, fellas, and that some women are still like that, but there are a lot of women today, these women who want to be leaders and bosses and all that shit, they want to be the prettiest one, which your woman should be prettier than you. But if you by nature attractive, you got body game, you got good genetics, facial features and all that, some women would avoid you simply because when y'all walk in a room together or the restaurant together or the family event together, she want people to say, "Oh my God, Brittany, you look so beautiful." "Hi, John, what's going on, man?" They don't want people to say, "Damn, John, look at you, bro. You looking good in that t-shirt, bro." "Oh, how you doing, Brittany? How you doing today, ma'am?" She don't want that, all right? That's going to drop her ego. And not necessarily big egos, just fragile egos. Women don't have big egos, G. I'm going to keep it real with you. They fake that shit. So when you guys say I got to destroy her ego, she never had one, bro. She's lying, to be honest with you. I know, trust me. All right, guys, now, last reason, and this is probably the most prevalent reason today, is some of these women, G, little do you know, I'm about to give you the game. Some of these women have been ran through by these pretty boys, by these Chads, by these Tyrones, these Pookies, these Ray Rays, whatever you want to call them, G. These women have been ran through by these dudes. This is the scenario. This 6, you got this 6, and you got this 7, and you got this 8, all right? These are chicks. They all go out one night, right, to the club. And then they run into Chad, all right? Chad over here looking all jacked. He looks max. He got the chiseled jaw and all that shit, right? So Chad go approach the 8, and Chad pull the 8, and he bag the 8. He take the 8 home. He smash the 8. He do the 8 dirty, ghost her. Now she go complaining to the 6 and the 7. Now they like, "Oh, we ain't dealing with them bad boys no more. I don't like them attractive men. They just do girls dirty. They womanizers and all that." So now when the 6 and the 7 see you, G, they rejecting you. They doing you dirty. They ghosting you. They playing games, acting like you ain't attractive. So you looking at them like, "Bitch, you a 6. What you doing?" Whole time you don't know she got trauma from what her friend told her. All right, G. So you got to understand, women avoid attractive men sometimes because they've been through enough. They've been there, done that. They done did it before. All right, fellas. So they're looking at you like, "Nope, not again. Not fucking happening. Not in a million years. I'd rather deal with a simp who's a 5 who would treat me good than your ass." All right, I might fuck you from time to time on mistake, but it ain't happening intentionally. All right, guys, so you got to understand. That's some shit nobody won't tell you. So I appreciate you guys for tuning in today. Share this video with a homeboy who this will help out. All right, fellas, it's your boy KD. We out here, baby.